When you think of a good Sonic game, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? It could be some of the greatest games such as Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Colors, or Sonic Mania. Games absolutely filled to the brim with good storytelling, incredible graphics, or even better gameplay. Or you could think of some of the older games like Sonic Adventure 2 and the original Sonic the Hedgehog. Not this one though, this one can be locked away for a really long time. However, with the release of Sonic Racing Crossworlds just being released a little bit ago, it got me thinking about really good Sonic games. Some Sonic games that no one ever talked about. Games that have shown how amazing they could be with such different concepts from the original formula. Because by no means should Steve from Minecraft and Sonic the Hedgehog be in the same racing game and be a fucking banger. So I got my Shadow the Hedgehog shirt on for the occasion and got to looking at my Sonic games category to find one of the best Sonic games of all time. Let's say I had a lot to go through. Holy fuck. Sonic and the Black Knight was released on May 3rd of 2009, which at that age, I was but a wee lad. See what I did there? Dude, come on! The game features Sonic falling into a new world with his chili dogs, right in the middle of where this girl is about to get slimed out by a bunch of different monsters, including the biggest dickhead, King Arthur. No, not that King Arthur. Get your head in the game, man. Turns out we need to help Melina, the princess or wizard that we basically raised up, to help take down King Arthur because he is evil. I mean, look at that guy. Would you think he works at your local Jimmy John's handing out sandwiches? Yeah, I didn't think so. That is the basis of the game. However, before I get more into the video, I wanted to give a quick spoiler warning for the entire game as a whole. This game has a great story, and I recommend playing this game if you have a Wii. Anywho, Sonic and the Black Knight is an experience like no other. Not only with the fact that Sonic has a goddamn sword, but also the storytelling as a whole. The game uses cutscenes as not necessarily just for the good animations, but almost as if you were reading a children's book while going through the game. There are tons of moments after you finish each level where they give you another piece of the story throughout. Not like a slideshow, but almost how Cuphead did their story, through a book. And maybe I'm just a sucker for the art style of how these kinds of images impact the children's storybook theme, but I really love it. Coming from someone as a kid who really enjoyed reading picture books to now where I really enjoy reading manga, it's very aesthetically pleasing to see this kind of progression throughout the story with this art style. And speaking of story, this game has a great one, taking us through areas to find our sword in order to vanquish King Arthur. Great dialogue in and out of levels between Sonic and the sword, and overall great pacing to the game. It felt like everything led up to one another very nicely, and that nothing ever felt necessarily rushed or out of place. It just felt like what I said before, a good fairy tale. Oh my god, Craig, the glaze for this game is insane! Didn't this game get like a 3.9 out of 10 from IGN? Yes, it did! But IGN can't even figure out how the Cuphead tutorial works, and if you think I'm going to listen to someone who can't complete the Cuphead tutorial, you're smoking some shit. Like IGN was smoking while playing the Cuphead tutorial. Speaking of smoking, the levels in this game are high off the adrenaline kick, with every level being not only beautiful with its atmosphere, but having some of the coolest music within the Sonic series. I'll tell you, nothing is like running through these levels with some kick-ass theme in the background, Sonic's sword dragging in the wind, while you get to enjoy the scenery ahead of you. And on top of that, using the beautiful Excalibur you were given at the beginning of the game feels so goddamn smooth, hacking and slashing your way through obstacles and doing your best to avoid things with lightning fast reaction time. It's just all so good. Sonic and the Black Knight also has many different boss battles, which you're probably wondering, why the fuck and how the fuck do they have night on night boss battles? Well, you will be glad to know that they are quick time events most of the time, with a few select scenarios where there are sequences of dodging shit, followed by parrying shit. Which is honestly pretty cool if you ask me, but I also understand how this can become somewhat repetitive throughout the game. Some of the bosses include King Arthur number 1, King Arthur number 2, Knuckles, Shadow, and Blaze. Oh shit! What I meant to say was Sir Gawain, Sir Lancelot, and Sir Percival, which are all Knights of the Round Table, aka working for this sack of shit right here. They defend him with honor and things of that sort until they are eventually taken out by Sonic the Hedgehog with absolutely no armor, by the way, which is kind of embarrassing. After we take out both King Arthurs, it's the same dude. We found out, oh shit, it was actually an illusion, pointing us towards the fact that the girl we saved at the beginning of the story was actually evil as shit. Damn you, Merlina. Merlina? It's one of them. It's definitely one of them. The knights, now distraught and pissing some of their pants, go to make a barrier to stop Merlina from making the kingdom eternal, since she doesn't want it to crumble, and Sonic tries to stop her by getting his ass kicked. Yeah, my bro is not doing too hot here. Merlina says how his fighting is futile, and Sonic hits her with the most kick-ass line of all time.
You fool! This no longer has anything to do with chivalry! Get out of there! Run! It was never about chivalry for me. I just gotta do what I've gotta do. That's all.
I still get goosebumps thinking about this scene. And the sacred swords every knight had is now glowing with aura, and turns Sonic into a golden knight with Caliburn turning into a light sword. No, I'm not making this shit up. This was fire. You just gotta hear me out.
That's the greatest of the sacred swords, Excalibur.
Let's do this!
Sonic takes down a literal god of the underworld, like, look at this thing, and hits some Black Clover-ass magic sword shit and blows up this demon Merlina.
There is nothing Excalibur can't come through.
The story ends with a really heartwarming message about life being short and to live it to the fullest. A really sweet ending for a really awesome game.
I know that's kind of sad, but that's why we gotta live life to the fullest in the time we have. At least, that's what I figure.
Now, with all of the things I just said about this game, you are probably wondering to yourself, how the fuck is this a Sonic game? As much as I love Sonic and the Black Knight, I am 100% somewhat blinded by nostalgia of this being my first Wii game ever. I do understand how this game may not be perfect. For example, the locking onto targets when you're running is, how do I put this, low-key ass. Now hold on for the people who don't agree with me. Yes, sometimes locking on works like butter, but to be honest, half the time, shit doesn't swing where I need it to, and I get blown up by a 6'5" monster that just can't do multiplication. The worst part about it is that the Soul Surge is one of the moves that shows how incredible locking can be, and gives you this cinematic shot of Sonic cutting deep into every creature he destroys in one blow. So for the love of God, why can't the targeting maybe be a tad easier when you're running? Speaking of running, trying to backtrack in this game is somewhat of a nightmare, basically making it so you move almost as if Sonic was designed only to go forward, which feels clunky if you missed any enemy you have to hit or what have you. To be honest, those are some of the only real complaints I have while playing this game, but that is some of the only things keeping it from perfect for me. I love playing Sonic and the Black Knight, and while maybe not other people agree on the fact that this is game anywhere near close to perfect, I believe Sonic and the Black Knight doesn't get the hype that it most definitely deserves. It also could be my brain seeing Sword and Sonic in the game and just going absolute apeshit. Sonic and the Black Knight may not be the best Sonic game out there for most people, but for me, this was the closest thing that I had to fun in a Sonic game in a long time. It's fast, it's stimulating as all fuck, and the story of the game is genuinely so immersive, from the scenery to the cutscenes to the character building to even the moments between hacking and slashing shit. This whole game was built with so much love and passion for what they were doing, and you could see it through every nook and cranny throughout the game. Hell, they even have little collectibles after every level to immerse you into more of this world they've been trying to build since the start of the game. If you like Sonic, you are going to like Sonic and the Black Knight. If you like fantasy, you are going to like Sonic and the Black Knight. Fuck, if you have any fun running super fast and slashing at stuff, you are going to enjoy this game. This is Cregio, and thank you for watching why Sonic and the Black Knight is almost perfect. Consider subscribing, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Kind of sad, but that's why we gotta live life to the fullest in the time we have. At least, that's what I figure.
Grandfather.